Myntri rangba ke Jilla Meghalaya konrad kes sangma haringkat ke Myntri beri khmi ke tenat kamrap ke Dr. Amperin Lingdo haka khanyo trik jemang arja arpulai kilale ben Jurip ya ke program hikai bat pynmih symbai phan ha Bio-Resource Development Center BRDC Upper Shillong. Ya kadang program la pentrai kam dak International Potato Center CIP haka jiatrai lang bat ke Meghalaya Basin Management Authority Department of Horticulture and Central Potato Research Institute Shimla. Hakadigas ng Myntri rangba ulalait ruban ngo ekakiradam Kla Integrated Village Cooperative Society bat emerging mutru bat kinong rap kibala shimban pentrai kam ya kateka bot pynmih symbai phan.
Kiradam Kla IVCS, and we are discussing and talking to the farmers on how we have been able to kind of bring in a more scientific approach to the entire cultivation of potatoes and how the scientific method has ultimately led to better quantity and better quality of overall production. And we are working closely with the farmers. We have seen the difference that is coming up, and we feel strongly that this particular project can be expanded further to be able to provide more benefit to more farmers. And with this, the kind of concept that we're going, that in Meghalaya itself we have a shortage in terms of the supply of whether the seeds that we require and even the production of potatoes. So we have seen that this gap can easily be filled if we are able to work in a more scientific manner. And this is a great living example of how the change is taking place. And we spoke to the farmers, and you have also heard the farmers talk about how they have seen the change that's taking place. So this is a great example of how, if we can bring in technology, how we could improve the overall life of the farmers and overall increase the productivity and work towards increasing the income of the farmers at the grassroots. This is a great example of how, if we can bring in technology, how we could improve the overall life of the farmers and overall increase the productivity and work towards increasing the income of the farmers at the grassroots level. So this is something that we want to do. We would like to see that in the coming years, Meghalaya should be a leading producer of seeds in terms of potato and other seeds also. And we should be having enough production of potatoes and other areas also for ourselves. And hopefully in the coming years, we will see Meghalaya becoming one of the production houses or producing states for seeds, so that we can start exporting it to neighboring states and to the rest of the country. So with that target and with that vision, this work is going on, and I'm very happy to see the outcome. And we will continue to support this project so that we are able to help more and more of our farmers in our state.
So regarding this demo trial, which we got last year in 2022, we got 150 kgs as potato seeds for Jyoti and another 150 for Himalani. And from there we find that the production is a good amount. And we compare the production of the previous Jyoti, older generation Jyoti, production tuber is very less. And with this G3, this G3 production is higher. And that is why we feel very encouraged to have this CIP working here along with MBMA, that we have this G0, which is very, very strongest we can say, compared to this G0 or G3, G4, G5. And we can find there, we have another part of the plantation, which is, we don't know, G50, G100 or something like that, older generation, whose production now is very, very low. And we can see here we have that older generation, we have the medium generation, and we have the first generation as well. Yeah. Yield is very high. And that is why we need the support of CIP and with the help of MBMA, because they really connect us to the right source in this right place. So this is what we really appreciate MBMA along with CIP and along with the local authorities. See, that is in terms of seedlings, because for consumption we are selling in kgs. That is for consumption, for cooking. But then for planting or for the seed, we are not able to sell in terms of kgs, because production of ARC is quite less in terms of numbers. From that ARC that we planted over here in the net house, the yield from per ARC, it is around 3 to 5 tubers. So in that case, we will not be able to sell in terms of kgs. Production is less at the time of ARC. But it is encouraged because from ARC we get to G0, first generation. And then at G0 we are getting better production.